What's good, guys? It's Deranged, and we're back at it again with another video, and this time we're going to be talking about bo4. So the game's coming out in October. We have 2 months left, and while I am decently hyped, there are some things that I have to get off my chest, because from the looks of it, COD seems like it's going to be good, but there's definitely some things that need improvement. So let's just jump right in to the staple of the Call of Duty franchise, which is multiplayer. I've seen gameplay of the beta, and the time to kill and the whole regeneration system, while it is a unique idea, Call of Duty, the main thing about it is that it's always had that fast-paced gameplay that has been consistent throughout the entire series. And the fact that they're kind of taking it out and slowing it down, while it's still there, it's gonna have more of a team-based feel to it, which, like I said, isn't necessarily a bad thing, but let's be real, that's just not what Call of Duty is, and that's not what it's known for. So personally, I think that that's not exactly a step in the right direction. I understand if they want to innovate, but Activision, do it your own way. Don't write off games like Rainbow Six Siege that are good, but it's not you. Another thing I need to talk about is the graphics, because oh my god, Activision, please update your engine, because this game looks way too similar to Black Ops 3. It's not even funny. Like, legit, it's supposed to look like a new Call of Duty. And there's something I noticed in World War II as well. It just doesn't look fresh. The games don't look up to par as they should. And while it doesn't look bad, it definitely does look decently washed up and needs improvement. But overall, multiplayer from the beta does seem good. Actually seems great. And it's not bad, but it's lacking innovation, and that's one of the main things that people are talking about and want. They keep complaining that Call of Duty is not innovating Activision, and I'm not going to blame this completely, because when they do innovate, people hate it, and when they don't innovate, people just complain that they're sticking to the same old concept. However, if they just innovate correctly, like, for example, what they did in bo2, having a perfect blend, which I think they're trying to do. Like I said, I've only played the beta, and we're just gonna have to wait and see in October. Now, one more thing that I want to talk about is the similarities to bo3. The game just feels very rushed, and it's like they almost weren't trying to like capture that feel of, oh, a new Call of Duty's coming out. No, it's like they were trying to rip off a bo3 multiplayer wise, and while there is definitely some differences, of course I am glad that boots on the ground is a thing. Just like when you look at the two games, they're too similar, and I do think that in the final release that's something that hopefully won't be as much of a problem, but it doesn't seem too bad. It's just there's stuff like health regeneration and the fact that the game doesn't look up to par, but yeah, overall it does seem like it's going to be a fun experience. Just Treyarch could make a few more changes, that would definitely be appreciated. Now, the second thing that I wanted to talk about bo4 is, of course, Blackout. Oh, Blackout. Now, I can't say too much because we have little to no information on this new game mode, and while it is highly anticipated, let's just say it's pretty obvious that Treyarch is just wanting to cash in on the whole battle royale trend right now with games like PUBG and Fortnite. And honestly, like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm just getting sick of battle royale games. They just feel too similar, and if Blackout can add something that makes it in a league of its own and something unique to it, then, you know, maybe it'll be a breath of fresh air. I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait to see the beta to get more information. But another thing that I do want to mention is that with Blackout, they of course had to take out the campaign. Now, while I did like the campaign, I was never a huge fan of it. I mainly played it once and I was done with it. However, I will admit that the campaign really does bind everything together, because ever since BO1. The campaign has been linked with zombies and multiplayer because there were parts of the campaign that were multiplayer maps, and there were just links with each other. For example, on BO1 Ascension, a zombies map, part of that map was actually in the campaign, which was a connection between the two. It was just a staple in Call of Duty. So the fact that's not existent, I don't know how that's gonna go down. It's going to be an adjustment, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait for the beta. I really can't make too many complaints yet. If they do make it a battle royale of its own, that'll be good. But if they just cash in on the whole Fortnite trend, there's really not gonna be too much of a reason to play it, as it's going to lack innovation. However, new game mode, so I am decently hyped. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Blackout as of right now. Now, the third and final part of this video, which is of course the final game mode to talk about, which is my personal favorite, zombies. Now, I am a little biased as this is a zombies channel. However, I am very hyped. The maps just look amazing from the trailers, very story based, but with the right amount of gameplay to make it fun and a replayable experience. However, I can't say too much because obviously zombies doesn't get betas, but I am still very hyped because the Blood of the Dead remaster is gonna look amazing. I'm really excited on how that's gonna play out with the whole, having the original 4 characters on it instead of the Mob of the Dead crew. However, that still seems like a unique addition, as well as basically confirm that they're gonna remaster 5, which watch my previous video. I talked about how I feel like that map has so much potential for a remaster, and how I just think it's really underrated and could definitely be great, which it is. Zombies is the thing that Treyarch always manages to soar for the highest, and they always succeed, because even when zombies does start out slow, like in BO2 when they had Transit and Die Rise and Nuketown, well, Nuketown was good, but even when they started with Transit and Die Rise, they still managed to finish off quickly, greatly, and overall they just know what to do. And personally, I am hyped about zombies, and I really don't have too many doubts. Even if it does start out slow, they will definitely pick up the pace. And yeah, those are my thoughts on the zombies of BO4. Now, my conclusion is that if this game is not good, I am done with Call of Duty, because every year when a new Call of Duty comes out, I get increasingly less hyped because they just do not live up to par with the standards that they set for games like Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 2. However, when it comes down to it, it's a new Call of Duty. It seems good, but if they really want people to not to throw this game out after 2 weeks of play, they need to focus on innovation, and I feel like that's the biggest struggle that Call of Duty is focusing. They just seem like they make the same game every year, and while some people may like that formula, I don't see why. It's just way too repetitive, and I want something that's a breath of fresh air. I really do. I don't know if BO4 is going to do it correctly, but if so, I do think it has the potential to be one of the best Call of Duties we've ever made. But if not, I'm probably going to be done with the series forever, along with a lot of other people. They're getting sick and tired of the same thing. But yeah, those are my thoughts on BO4. If you like this video, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I really want to thank you guys for the support recently. It means so much. And peace.